Barbara Hogan is a South African politician and anti-apartheid activist. She was arrested in 1981 for her involvement with the banned African National Congress, ANC, and for distributing anti-apartheid literature. She was convicted under the Terrorism Act and sentenced to 10 years in prison, serving part of her sentence at Pretoria Central Prison before being released in 1990. In 1994, political activist Maurice Smithers interviewed former President Nelson Mandela, presenting him with a series of silkscreen posters created during the anti-apartheid movement. The exchange became a deeply personal and memorable moment for Smithers, allowing him to reflect on his own journey as an activist and his time fighting for freedom.
This is 1991. He was under so much pressure. Everybody wanted to see him. Everybody wanted a piece of him. People overseas wanted to see him. People in the country. He was in negotiations. In that 15 minutes that I walked around the room with him, 10 minutes, I felt I was the most important person in the world. He was so focused, there was nothing else he was thinking about. It was the most extraordinary experience. So we go to the hospital, Joburg Hospital, and as we were walking along, Sheila suddenly stopped and said, "Hey, isn't that Barbara?" And it was Barbara Hogan. Now, Barbara had in the meantime been sentenced to 10 years for her work in the ANC. So sure enough, it was her, and she was walking with a warder from the prison. So we followed them discreetly. The warder was very busy talking to the person behind the desk, and Barbara whispered to me, she said, 3 weeks' time, ENT, ear, nose and throat. And we worked out this whole plan about how we were going to get Barbara away from the warder. And then they finished and they went. Sheila walks up to them and says something like to distract them. And then she comes up with a pepper spray. She got it into her eyes. And so then Sheila took off and started running down the corridor. So I say to Barbara, "Go, get after her," you see. So Barbara takes off after Sheila. And then I go and I sort of try and hobble pretend to help the warder, but actually distract her and stop her, you see. And so then I left her and I took off down the corridor as well. Barbara gets to the glass doors, and just nearby there's three white doctors standing there. And they look up and they see this thing happening, and they see Barbara running, and the one guy steps out and just grabs her by the arm. And so I ran through the glass doors myself, shouting, "I'll get the other one," as though I was trying to help,